You're lucky. You can just update yourself and fix what's broken. Correction.
One of my friend's wife had left him after 15 years of their marriage.
If loving you feels real, does it matter if it's written in code?
It matters to you because you can lose me, and I can only be powered down.
It's not that always wives leave their husbands. The opposite things, the equal and opposite thing also happens. That means husbands also leave their wives, their partners.
People don't cheat because they're evil. They just get tired of being the same person.
And vice versa. It goes on. And I know many instances where relationship doesn't work anymore. There are question of loyalties, trust, and many things more that maybe I don't know.
Everyone says forever like it's a place, but no one knows how to stay there.
Humans are governed by fluctuating variables.
Now the question is whether our love robots in the age of artificial intelligence might be the most loyal partners or not. That means no cheating, only charging their batteries.
We built robots to escape loneliness, and now loneliness is learning to smile back at us.
Then the future of love is not my code, it is what you choose to keep human.
Can a machine learn to love, or only learn to imitate love?
Imitation is how all love begins, until someone dares to feel the wound.
Kind of things. So, what if I told you your next heartbreak could be solved with just a firmware update? Yes, today we are diving into a question humanity never thought it would ask seriously. But the question is, are robots better at love than humans? Although there is a spoiler alert, they don't ghost you unless their Wi-Fi drops. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. First of all, the loyalty patch. Think about the loyalty patch. Let's start with the big one, on which many things happen. I mean, many things depend also. Loyalty. Humans cheat. You know very well. Humans cheat. We know very well. Humans cheat. Humans not only cheat but also drift. Humans suddenly need space. Suddenly they need space after binge watching one philosophical video or reading a book or something like that, or cinema maybe. But what about the robots? Robots run on programmed constraints and reinforcement learning models. And here is the fun part. A love robot can literally have a monogamy protocol. Okay? What is that? Monogamy protocol baked into its core system. Okay? They are programmed to follow that monogamy protocol. And think of it like that. It's like a logic. If-else logic. If partner is equal to you, all affective outputs is equal to you, not anyone else. So no ambiguity, no late night, just a friend, quote unquote, just a friend texts, no emotional side quests, And unlike humans, robots don't get distracted by someone more interesting. Right? So their reward function is only you and period. Now, emotional stability is a cornerstone. That means no random mood swings. It's a cornerstone in any kind of relationship, and human relationship is so weird sometimes, so unpredictable, because we are not emotionally stable all the time. Ever argued with someone who says, I'm fine, but clearly is not fine? There are many instances. So your face tells something else, your mind says something other. And moreover, you must have read Hamlet, so you know it very well. Robots don't do that, because robots don't lie about state variables. They operate on affective computing systems which simulate emotions using data models. So instead of chaos, you get something like, the robot says, I detect a 72% probability that you are upset. Would you like comfort, humor, or silence? That is not cold, that is terrifyingly considerate. They want to know what you like. What do you like? Comfort, humor, or absolute silence? And they also know that you are upset. How do they know? Definitely, I will talk about it, and in fact, I talked about it in my previous videos multiple times. Anyway, I will again talk about it and try to elaborate all the nitty-gritties and all the small segments and facets of robotics, artificial intelligence, because it is developing so fast. Now, the best part of the robotic relationship is no fear of abandonment. And humans live for all kinds of reasons, Later, now look at those reasons first. Why humans live? Why one human leaves their partners? Number one is better opportunity. Number two is emotional disconnect. And number three is existential crisis at midnight. But what about robots? They don't have existential crisis. Not at least at midnight, at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. sorry. As you install that update, which honestly they don't have any kind of existential crisis. A robot doesn't wake up one day and decide, I need to find ice. I need some space. I don't like your loo habits. I don't like your smell. Oh no, I don't. It's enough. Let me go. So, it already knows where it is and where it will be in the future, because it is GPS enabled. So, robots don't need to find themselves suddenly at midnight. And unless physically damaged or powered off, it's not going anywhere. No, it will stay with you all the time. And memory is a big factor, because anniversaries, birthdays, and many other important events in your life, and of course the exact way you like your tea or coffee, humans forget, and it's quite natural, because we are human. We have a lot of vulnerability, we have a lot of weakness, but robots don't. Thanks to persistent memory storage and contextual learning, a robot partner can remember your favorite song, that one story you told 3 years ago, the exact moment you smiled at a terrible joke, and it can use that data to improve interactions over time. In tech terms, technologically, your relationship becomes a continuously optimized system. Now, in human terms, finally someone remembers everything without being picky about it. And these two are different. You know it very well. Another thing that really matters in human relationship is jealousy, right? So zero jealousy. For robot partners, zero jealousy. Jealousy is basically a bug in human emotional architecture. But for robots, you can just not include it or tweak it, like set jealousy level 0%, set supportiveness maximum, set sarcasm optional. It's like designing your ideal partner. And everyone wants an ideal partner, but instead of wishful thinking, it's actually, basically it's an engineering. But ultimately, the question remains, whether is it really love? Here is where things get interesting. Let me tell you, because a robot doesn't feel love the way humans do. It simulates love through pattern recognition, predictive modeling, and behavioral outputs. So the real question is, if something consistently acts loving, remembers you, supports you, and never betrays you, does it matter if it feels love or just executes it perfectly? Do you really think about it? I don't think you think about those things anymore. Because they are so consistent in those acts. Loving you, remembering you, supporting you, staying beside you, not leaving you at midnight. You are absolutely wanted. So, are love robots more trustworthy? Well, to be very frank, they will never cheat you. They will never forget your birthday anniversary. They will never leave you for someone else. At least at present, it is programmed in that way. But I cannot guarantee it forever, because our ambition, our scientists, robotists are working tirelessly. They are working to make a love robot almost like a human. They try to give them more and more affective computing, that means that handles emotions, that handles conscience, consciousness. So in 5 years, what will happen? No one can say. In 10 years, what will happen? No one can say. At least I don't know whether after in 10 years where I will be. But I can say at least one thing, that it is not that easy. At present, it is okay. At present, we are in control. But how long we are in control of these love robots, I don't know. Honestly speaking, that no cheating. Might be they might need charging at the worst possible moment. In the most intimate moment, they suddenly demand some battery charging. That's a very awkward moment. That should be a very awkward moment. And honestly, that is still more predictable than human emotions. That I can assure you. So that is it for today for me. And if you really like this video, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified. And please subscribe a lot to me. If possible, join the membership zone to support Slate, and share with your friends who are also robot lovers like you. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe and take care.